What is up, dear people of the internet? My name is Bear and welcome to another episode of the Ben 10 update. Yeah, I should probably not call it an episode, but yeah, we are gonna take a deeper look into the Ben 10 Arrival of Aliens game because some stuff has been added, as you could probably see in the title and thumbnail. Let's roll the intro. I'm not gonna keep you waiting any longer. Welcome back, everyone. Today I am in the Mr. Sushi Walrus, his private server once again, and we have a new member on the roster, but that's not what I'm gonna take a look at first. Obviously, first we want to take a look at some of the new features. For Heatblast, nothing much has changed about his abilities. His R does hurt people now if you like cast it like when you're on someone, kind of. I think, yeah, that, see, he took damage. Perfect. Ultimate, nothing much change about that. Let me turn into accelerate real quick. Accelerate still has the bug, but don't worry, Sushi is looking into that if I am correct. Obviously I wouldn't know for sure, but so the water adds a new feature to Heatblast's set. So if you jump into water with Heatblast, he extinguishes, which is pretty cool. Heatblast cannot attack in the water, so that is his weakness. When he gets out, he can attack. When he jumps back into the water, he can't. So if you want to keep alive, you gotta stay out of the water. Or, well, if you want to attack, I guess. You can still punch, though, when you're in the water. But yeah, that is a really cool feature. I think adds a little bit of more depth into the game. And you can just see this game taking more shape every single day. Then there's Accelerate, which doesn't seem to have any different abilities. He just is the same old Accelerate we know and love. Quick suggestion, I don't know if this is possible, Sushi, but it would be really cool if Accelerate could like run when he has his E on, so when he has the running, if he would like dash over the water. That would be really cool. It's a little feature. I think it shouldn't be too hard to implement, but I think that's just like the Heatblast thing. It just adds a little more depth to the game. Just use the master control to like use Stinkfly when I fell off the map. Also something really cool about the master control. Accelerate, I think it would be really cool if he would like walk over the water, and if you stop like if you stop mid running, you would like sink down. I don't know. I think that's just a really cool thing, if that is a possibility. If not, then that's also fine. Just a little suggestion there. So onward to our next candidate. So we have Gray Matter, who is still looking the same for his ability set. There's no real reason to change any of these guys, but I'm just checking for myself as well. Maybe something has changed, like something small, like the cooldown times or something, which I'm not picking up on, but that should be fine. If you know that, leave that in the comment section down below to let others know as well. So, Ripjaws. There we go. If you walk into water with Ripjaws, you're here. If you press Z, you will change into mermaid mode. I already showed that in my previous video as well. He now does have abilities, but I first want to go out and show you guys the abilities on land. So you now see the R ability. He dashes over to wherever you're looking. So if you look backwards, you go backwards. I don't know if it uses it to drag your opponent down with you. Yeah, okay, so like it pushes. So that is really cool. And then there's also a slash, which that one doesn't move your opponent. And then there's obviously the ultimate ability, which knocks your opponents up and just keeps them busy while you I don't know if you can attack, like, yeah, you kind of can attack straight after. So yeah, he's a very like crowd control-y guy that keeps people busy. So I think he is very melee driven. Like, there's no real, well, you can kind of dash into people. There's no real distance ability, but I don't think that's necessary on Ripjaws. I don't think it would make sense on Ripjaws, so I'm kind of happy with his moveset right now. I don't know yet if it's too overpowered or not. That, like, there's only one way to test that in PvP, obviously. But yeah, he does change his skill set when he is into water mode. I'll just call it water mode because I got some complaints that I say mermaid mode. It looks like a mermaid. I guess it's too feminine, but yeah, fish mode. When he's into fish mode, he can uses E to just, like, he will open his mouth. And if you swim, you become like a lot faster, and if you swim through anyone, it will take them out with you. So yeah, you can also stand still, open your mouth, go really fast. But yeah, it's kind of like a shark lunge or something, I don't know. And then there is the R, which dashes around opponents, and it will kill anyone who's standing in your way. So yeah, it kind of just attacks multiple targets at once with a little bit of damage. And then there is the F ability, which does the same as it does on land, and knocks your opponents in the air. So that's really cool. You can also change back while you are in the water. In the water, you can switch back and forth between fish mode and non-fish mode, which you can't do on land. I think that does it for Ripjaws. So another guy has been added to the roster. Obviously, the main guy we are looking at today. This is Upgrade. So Sushi has been working on him for a bit, I think, for like 2 or 3 live streams, and his live streams are really long, so if you don't follow him on Twitch yet, be sure to go and follow him, which I think is just Sushi Walrus, just like his Roblox name as well. He has been changed a little bit. His model is not fully accurate to the show. Like there's 2 different models. There's like the Omniverse one and this one, the original one. But I do think this one is way better, just because he has the fists as well. And I think the reasoning behind the underside of the arms not being white, like they are in the actual model, I think that is because it will like look weird when he moves his arms, and in this case it was just necessary. In the old game he just did kind of like a slash, a swing. He didn't really bend the arm, but if you bend it, it will just look weird. That is Upgrade. So what he can do right now is punch. I will show a little bit of how the damage works on the punch. So let's punch one of these test thingies. There we go. They just go down easily and nicely. This guy's still here from the Ripjaws test. But yeah, you can just punch, and as you can see, they do a significant amount of damage. Then there's another ability, which is changing into a little blob, which, if you remember from the show, Upgrade does do that. You cannot jump while in that form, but I think you can seamlessly move underneath objects that are usually within collision. So let's double check that. I think you cannot move. Yeah, those are passed through, but I think trees are not. So let's check on that. So, and he's glowing, by the way. Just a fun fact, if you're in a dark area, he glows. So yeah, inanimate objects, you cannot pass through it. If you are in blob form, you can't either. Alright, I didn't know that. Fun fact. As you can see, well, you can't really see, but the E is a ability, but other than that, he does... Oh, he does have an ability. I did not know this. Alright, so, I think this has been added recently, because I checked yesterday and it wasn't there yet. Yeah, he has been in the game since yesterday. But yeah, if you press Z, you will change into a vehicle. You can just change into a bike and switch between that. That is really cool. Bike will spawn wherever you press Z. Interesting. So if I spawn a bike there, and I just walk into it, does that change me into it? Yeah, it does. Alright, so you just simply have to walk into a vehicle to change into it. That's interesting. I thought you would have to use your E. Now I'm just wondering what the E does. Is it just a mobility thing? Because I know you cannot be targeted, like you cannot be attacked while it's in it, but does it do damage? It doesn't. Huh. So that just seems to be a utility thing. Let's just change into a little bike. So these bikes are really fast. I don't know if it's faster than the conventional thing. You can punch whilst being in a bike mode. So that is a... Oh! This has abilities. Sorry, I'm not ending it off before that. So you can shoot with the bike. Oh, you shoot like a big laser blast wherever that's aimed. So how far does that go? Wow, that actually has some sick range on it. How far does the range go? Alright, that one doesn't have any damage on it. Go over here. Shoot over there. Did that actually damage him? No, it didn't. Alright, let's go over here. Maybe that will work. It did. Wow, that actually has quite the range on it. That one does not as much. Wow, that is kind of cool. I like that. This doesn't seem to go where your mouse is aiming. So if you press F, Wow, you just exploded. That's insane. I really like upgrade so far. This is one of the best updates so far, I would say. Why would you even not use your ult as upgrade? Wow. But I think he is still gonna get his actual abilities, because obviously he only has this like blobby form right now, but I think his R and F will still get something. But I could be wrong about that. Just let me know in the comments, Sushi, if you're watching. Anyway, I think that was about it for today's video. I'm not calling it an episode anymore. I think we covered pretty much anything. If I missed anything that you know of, just let me know in the comment section down below. I think I did cover everything, double checking. Yep, I did. Alright. So, on that note, I do want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to drop a like rating down below. Subscribe if you're new with the button right here. Go and check it out. It's a really cool button. It helps a lot. Well, it helps mainly me, and it helps you stay updated towards all the other videos. Be sure to, speaking of videos, be sure to check out that one. Put a lot of time and effort into that video, so I would really appreciate you checking that one out. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye, everyone.